We know our Fontanian friends love a little drama. There's no... isn't that Charlotte? And standing next to her, surely that can't be... Kaniche?
How about... Lost treasure resurfaces at last. Pretty shocking. Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Set to miss cross-border smuggling trial.
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Neuvillette was stabbed? No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into...
Yeah, that! And what the heck was all that about a Saurian meat restaurant? Trading...
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing in on... If I had to quantify it, I'd say about...
Huh? Him? Lenient? Ugh, you gotta be kidding! Ah!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories.
You mean all those fake headlines you made?
Sure they do. For instance, considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods. But in reality, the goods in question were rest assured, no Saurians were harmed in the process.
Oh, okay! Paimon was so busy freaking...
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear enough. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that you're less interested in the case. I appreciate your kind invitation, but...
Kaniche the speechless! Kaniche the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview...
Charlotte never stops, does she? Anyway, Paimon just has to ask, that ow thing that popped out...
Oh, that thing. Yeah...
Huh? What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but...
Could be.
Not acclimatizing?
Too bad he can't come out to argue back. There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange... Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine City limits during the first 3 days of...
Paimon sure does! Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kaniche holds onto a house
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But Ahau wasn't too thrilled with the idea of huffing and puffing away. That said, it's pretty... Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside. I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. If you're free, why don't you come along? I know where it is, so... Looks like I remembered correctly.
Wow, this is
Yeah, it was still completely deserted only a few days ago when I passed by. There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap, ta-da! But is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away. Well, I can't believe you actually remember me. It's me, Lepine Pauline. That's right, the unlucky one. Of course! How else would we have managed to build Fantasyland in a
Fantasyland?
At least that's how I like to think of it myself. I know it sounds like I'm laying it. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontanian.
Co-construct? Well, that's a relief. Sounds like you're
Nope! I might be inviting others to help fund this, but that doesn't mean.
Huh? Ha! Look at you, puny. If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on!
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who you got?
Wow! That's quite. You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Who?
Mass production? Ugh, insolent, vulgar, and disrespectful! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind! There has never been another like me, nor will there ever be! And another thing, I shall have you know that I am
What? Heavens above! I beg your pardon, forebear of ancient wisdom. Please, I meant no offense.
Idiot meets idiot.
What's all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon, how have you been lately?
Hello there. I'm Kanich.
What about me? What up?
You'd think someone yelling their name out in the middle.
He's not wrong. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, see that? Well, it's not every day you meet a well-mannered Navia,
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they?
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the... honestly, thank heavens! I couldn't wait a moment longer. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosa...
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lepine Pauline sometimes gets... I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event yet. In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a fan convention that's open to film enthusiasts from...
Huh?
That's right. The one and after much persistence and many solicitations, I finally obtained Lady Farina's permission to use the image of her close friend. Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute,
It's been a while since we last met, but by the way, Miss Lepine Pauline, have you decided to switch careers?
not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses, thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent...
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lepine Pauline. As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of... For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth, Miss Lepine Pauline and I will provide them... By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in... It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income. Plus, with your...
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to...
Well, everyone needs to eat, So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity... Look over there!
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio! Get it right next time, or you might as well just lie down on the chopping board yourself.
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make Ahau go be her assistant.
You little...
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue.
Apologies. Looks like it's back to... Anyway, if you're interested in taking part...
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now. The sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. The ones that leave their guns behind by accident and then come back to collect them.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
Oh,
Wait, has that?
no, it's just the...
Huh?
Just before we started setting up, as it didn't look like something from Fontaine, though.
Oh?
Do you think a foreign...
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was... But I didn't see much point. I trekked all the way over to...
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a mole. Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the lock and check if there were and. As it turned...
Wow, that's a date.
Mind if I ask what kind of...
Oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're from Natlan...
You could say it comes with the job.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys...
Yep. Got sick of those long...
You little... Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gifts!
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry. Where were we?
It's a... give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch. Something like...
Whoa, it's so neat and precise.
Sorry. I know it doesn't really look like a gun, and it certainly could shoot as well.
No. Quite the opposite. The features are very... Please, don't mind me.
I should be the one thanking...
Don't mention it.
Not at all. Oh, dear. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun. Correct. It's most likely an old... Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. Given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would... Time is of the essence. So I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify... Perfect. Then we can... Or, if you want to catch up with your friend...
Bro!
Are you mimicking me?
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Aoife, what...
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad.
Oh, stop it.
Wasn't expecting to see the track.
Come on, Aoife.
Huh?
A traveler, by
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic.
Why you're all here, of course.
For vegetables.
Cuckoo.
Huh? I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine film
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology. Anyway, long story short,
So, you guys are...
He is. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and...
Even though it's your first time...
Right. But they still picked me to a...
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were.
Wait, what? So, see? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you.
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi, guys. My name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore. So, what about Kakuku? If he was here, we'd be making more.
That's
Aoife, there's nothing. You're a big boy. You can handle.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, suffice it to say, Cuckoo.
How so? He's so small and all.
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted an.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are...
Oh no, bro. Or rather, did Kakuku get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into the. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit.
Which? That one?
Yup, that's the one. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but as for Aoife, well, let's.
Not like it's my...
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with Kakuku's got himself into a rip? I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about.
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off.
For real now?
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make
All right, everyone. But our priority right now should be to go in there and...
Leave it to us.
You sure?
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you...
Wait, since...
Well, then it's your call.
All right then.
There you go. If he...
He won't.
Back when we first met Kakuku in the wild and I begged you to take it...
And I never met...
Oh, well,
Huh?
You're only 5 years old after all.
Nothing new there. The first few days of every month are always noisy.
What's all that commotion? Are they arguing in there?
No way, bro!
Did he say he came from Natlan? No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no. Bro!
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again. Oh, you know one another.
He's a friend! Yeah! A saurian friend of a human friend!
Great. Well, that was easy. Guess that's one less lost and found notice.
For real?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss? I'm just about done with my business here.
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing. If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Miss... I take it there's been a...
That's right.
So you've met Nervalette before?
I've seen his photo in the paper, but as for this other...
allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share...
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss...
Oh, wow! Oh, no!
I believe he said... Or rather, I suppose he meant that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro!
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something...
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Wow! be all that practice drawing.
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange. We should begin by questioning the prisoners. Wrightsley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation...
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left...
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from? Huh. Well, it's...
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. And, following on from our conversation, just drafting said agreement may...
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kakuku.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then, we'd better get going.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Nadland would soon start showing up all over the world.
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
You can say that again, bro!
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was...
So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little more? We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
Sure thing, bro! Aurora and Aoife, we found Kakuku!
What's the situation? How bad is it? Oh no. When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with...
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku just sometimes you just have to let the
For real?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still...
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, Kakuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so he'll...
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects...
What a shame.
You don't look disappointed in...
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.